The following is brought to you by TaskChat, the future of task management. Time is an illusion. What I mean by that is that we have no idea about what this time thing actually is. We are prisoners of the present, meaning we can't go into the future, we can't go into the past necessarily, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist or that it isn't happening right now. If you think about a three-dimensional world, you can move in and about the XYZ axis. In a three-dimensional world, you can move left, right, forward, back, up, and down. So think 41st Street and 3rd Avenue, and then you can go up to the 12th floor, the 14th floor. But in a four-dimensional world, that would mean that you're on that 41st Street and 3rd Avenue, and the 14th floor, but at different times in your life. You can access different times. So you could be doing something right now, something very complex in an hour. But it could really be like you're fighting off months or years of something in that hour. Let me break it down a little bit. Let's say that you're in the gym and you're doing a rep there. And there's something that's going on in your mind where you're fighting a battle of some sorts, mentally, emotionally. And this thought has nothing to do with the gym. Nothing to do with making muscle or burning fat at all. But mentally, emotionally, something's moving through you at that specific time to think about something else now that you have to fight. And you might think that thought's random, it's nonsensical, how is this relevant to what I'm doing at the gym? Ignore it. But you're getting these thoughts. I need to finish strong here. Get 4 more reps and you're going to close that deal. What? Does this make sense at all? Why am I getting this? And we could say this is an illusion, a test. But in reality, we can't see time. We can't grasp it. We can't perceive it. How does business and the gym coincide? We are stuck in 3 dimensions. So you might be asking yourself, how am I going to make more money by completing this activity? Whether it's on the phone with your friend, but you're getting this thought, maybe it's cleaning the dishes. You are winning a battle that basically has nothing to do with this activity or action, but really, it has everything to do with it. It's just that we can't perceive the timeline. And it's just this activity is what you're called to do at this time to fight this battle that's probably in the future. And you probably won't have to fight it at that time in the future because you already did it. You already won it. You put in the sweat equity. Sounds weird, but time is illusory. Let's expand further. Let's say you're in this mode of working out at a younger age, from the age of 20 to 22, and the reason you feel like you got to go to the gym, you feel like it's the right thing to do, you got to go every day so often during the stretch, and you might see hardly any improvement, spending so much time there, and you're basically seeing little to no progress, but you're not doing it for now. You're not doing it for 20 to 22. You're going to be thankful you did it because, at 40 to 44, you might not have that much time for the gym. You got to focus on your family, you have to focus on your career, and you might be thinking, wait, 20 to 22, how does that play an effect on 40 to 44? Don't I have to go to the gym 40 to 44? Yes, the time you put in a previous time could very well pay off at a different time in the future. You might have to work really hard for a couple of years with little to no reward financially, 26, 28, but you're going to look back on it when you're 35, when you're 38, when you're 45. And money might just come in, and you might not be working nearly as hard for a month or two while that money comes in. But you did it already. Different business, different venture, had almost nothing to do with the deal in front of you, and it had some ripple effect. But it's mainly because of this time element that we can't see. You already won the battle. So thinking and worrying and stressing about business at one stretch of time could be the equivalent of you breaking through some kind of construct down the road. And with creativity and with art, with creative business, we have to understand this time element. When you're doing work, an hour of creative work might be equivalent to 8 or 10 or 15 hours of you working a job that requires little mental energy. And that job that requires not much mental effort It might pay you immediately. You literally get the paycheck in your hand that day or that week or month for work that you did. But, it was tangible. You contractually agreed to it. But that's in a systematic, formulated setup. In terms of creative business, most of it doesn't work like that. Most of it is you've got to plant seeds, and then they grow. And sometimes it doesn't take. It could take months. It could take years, unfortunately, for you to get back what you put in. Hopefully you get rewarded more than what you put in. It doesn't always work that way. But there has to be something inside you, if you're doing business and you're being creative, whether it's art, innovation, that the seeds you plant will grow. And what you do now will come back to you at some level that's multiplied, even if you can't see a direct correlation. But in terms of you being able to control that process, it is not systematic in that way, not in the creative world. But you have to be willing to see it through to the end. And you might not always get rewarded the way that you thought. But it could lead to some other opportunity, that could lead to some other venture, and we cannot perceive this timeline. So you very well may be fighting off some battle in the future that you cannot see and do not realize the importance of. So give it your all. This has been brought to you by TaskChat, the task management tool to simplify your life. TaskChatApp.com.